We were showing you the dance clubs earlier, and even more services are switching gears and moving online, even dog training.
Yeah, this is pretty cool, and there's a good price point to this. Sue Conklin is the puppy nanny, and I talked to her about how this kind of training works.
In most cases, when it's a training issue or a behavior problem, what I typically do, and I have done this before even with my in-home lessons, is, well, I'll ask people to take a short video of what they're dealing with and kind of show me what you've been doing, what's happening, so I can kind of get a feel for what's going on. With the virtual lessons, then when we get together, I can put the video up, we can watch it together, which is really helpful for people because a lot of times when I'm doing in-person training, they're trying to handle the dog, they're trying to listen to me, and it's difficult to kind of put all of that together. Where if we can sit down together online and watch the video and I can say, oh, do you see what happened there? And do you see what the dog did? And do you see what your response was? They can actually see that, and then when we give them some exercises to go back and do, they're, I think, a little more aware of what they've been doing in the past.
So talk a little bit about how it works price-wise. There is, in a sense, a price advantage to doing virtual because it is less expensive than the in-person.
Right, and I don't have to drive. I don't even have to get out of my PJs sometimes. So that can be helpful. Although I do come here to my building to do my online, so I do have to walk from my car inside, and I do wear pants. So
good for you.
But it's easier for me as far as being able to do that. So it is cheaper to be able to do online lessons than it is for me to get in my car and drive to your home and then work with you and then drive home.
So compare and contrast. An in-person lesson would be how much, an hour, half an hour, and online is what?
So right now, I've just started opening back up to do some one-on-one lessons here at my building. And I space them out so I have plenty of time to disinfect in between people and dogs and all of that.
And you're in Simpsonville?
I'm in downtown Simpsonville, yeah. And so if you come to me and we train in person, it's $75 an hour. If we do an online lesson, those typically last for 30 to 45 minutes, and it's $55 and for that lesson. So it is, a little cheaper to be able to do that. The one thing that has been good is I've actually been working with a few new puppy clients who've gotten puppies, quarantine puppies.
Yay.
And those lessons have been going really well. And the thing that I'm finding is that people are doing a lesson each week. So they're really able to keep up with what we're working on, where a lot of times when I do my in-home, I go and, a lot of times people will say, well, I need a little time to work on this, so maybe we'll meet in 2 weeks, and then they may push it out, to 3 weeks. And so I think there is a benefit that people seem to be taking advantage of the online lessons more often, which is good for me, but it's also good for them because I'm showing up on a much more regular basis and kind of keeping them honest, as it were.
All right, so there's an online option for this. You can head to my Facebook page, watch the full interview there with the puppy nanny.
All right, and coming up on Carolina's Family at 4, a Colorado teenager is using his time of quarantine to get creative and give back. We've got details on the clothing line that he started coming up.